Welcome to Ann Arbor and the Big House, home to one of the most storied programs in college football and the first one to win 1,000 games, the Michigan Wolverines. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at...
We'll take over first and 10.
On first down, here comes this offense. The give to the back. Plows through the defense.
It's really frustrating when you get a guy in his spot. He's in the hole. He's there to do his job. And you can't get the guy on the ground. That's your job. Get him on the ground. You know, especially a guy that's not a huge back. You got to make that tackle. You can't make it easy on the offense when now they got a manageable situation.
Grab behind the line. It's Maffa. He's brought down, but he went back.
To the back.
That completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Snagged in the middle. It's Maffa. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Looking for room, it's Maffa. carrying the ball with an edge and hammering his way to the 40.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Back to throw, it's Klubnik. Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to run for it. No, he just flat ran over it. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Wide open downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You've got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Bunch formation for these receivers. Quarterback checking off. Looking to throw, it's Orji. He's got his man. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the entire playbook is wide open on 2nd and short like this. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Comes out throwing on first down. Looking for his man. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll run it. It's Edwards. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet, everything you're picking.
And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Michigan. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And he made the extra point without problem. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little extra time. Catch in the middle. It's Maffa. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. With the catch, it's Loveland. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
Michigan, 17. Clemson, 7.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the second half underway. And he's going to run it back. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking to throw it. Uncorks one. It's caught downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Looking to go up top on first down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down and run. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, we came into this game knowing that this guy can break tackles. He is a mobile quarterback. It's going to be tough for this defense to get him on the ground. I love the athleticism. I love his ability to extend the play. You just got to be able to finish it with the completion.
Fires to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Shoots it to the left. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. It would have been a high-level play, but it's a play this quarterback expects to be able to make when he has a guy open.
Man, these quarterbacks start practicing and doing 7-on-7 and having quarterback coaches when they're like 7 years old, 8, 9 years old now. So even when they don't have wide receivers, you still expect them to fit that ball in there and make it happen.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Quarterback will audible. They want to just keep throwing it. Quick strike complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Orji. Pressure coming. And they got him for the sack.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
At the 20, he's got space. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Wolverines. Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the cover.
The 19.
Get down there and make the stop at the 19. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it down the right side. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. With the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Wolverines in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
This is either complete confidence or a hint of recklessness. Opening drive, 4th down, own territory, going for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll fire to his right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And the Wolverines are marching down the field. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Orji. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Michigan. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job of making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't make it 10. Take that thing all the way back.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what? Not only
lofts one high and deep. Snags it down the right side. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Wolverines. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A first down for the offense. He's going to pass. Makes the catch. It's Edwards. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. They'll line up for a second down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Wants to throw. It's Orji. They're trying to get to him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The aerial assault continues. They get to him as he throws. And the pass hits, picked off. Touchdown, Michigan. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. With the catch, it's Loveland. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the right. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
And on that incompletion, I think the quarterback was being just a bit too careful, trying to throw that ball too far outside, obviously aware that the defenders are coming from the inside. You don't want to put it behind the intended target and risk the pick six, but he needs to be more accurate.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab. It's Morgan. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Feeling some heat. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
To the air, it's Orji. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. He wants to throw, trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they hit force the incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. They'll immediately call timeout. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Moving away from pressure. Got it. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Now adjusting. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight simple. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast, at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And the returner is stopped. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was second and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got third and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, is this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
Coming after it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Finds him out of the backfield. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the tight end. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive.
He's got it inside the 30. And the tackle was made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
To the air, it's Orji. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Going to try to get it himself. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Pushing ahead, a tough run. Picks up 4. It's down at the 15. They want to continue this long drive. 9th play coming. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last 3rd down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to go up top. They will score! Touchdown, Michigan! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the 3rd. Fresh set of downs after the completion. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, we saw the coaching staff on the sideline challenging this offensive line to end this game. They've got the lead late now, and they know they're going to continue trying to run the ball to ice it.
Wide receiver shows motion. He'll run it again. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on third down.
Getting late, pressure building, huge third down coming up on the road for this offense. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Back to pass, it's Orji. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll touch it dead at about the 40. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To throw, it's Orji. Fires to the middle. Rolls it in.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They'll throw it on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Looking deep. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the fourth quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the moment.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. They'll give it to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines look to do some damage in the red zone. Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. They're just about ready to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
He'll start this drive firing. It's complete. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Dropping back, it's Orji. And the quarterback is snowed under. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That last field goal was huge. Now it takes a touchdown to beat you and not a lot of time to get it if you cover the kickoff well. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play to pad the stats. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Orji. They're bringing heat. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics. I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things.